Good day everyone, and also I be to Madam Amy. So today I'll be presenting an evaluation on the impact of current educational changes on students' social mobility towards producing global citizens. As we all know that educational transformation has become a major priority in Malaysia, the Ministry of Education has introduced various initiatives to improve the education system and prepare students for a rapidly changing global environment. This initiative are highlighted in the Malaysian Education Blueprint 2013-2025, which aims to develop students who are globally competitive, technology skilled, and ethically responsible. However, educational transformation is not only about introducing technology or digital tools in the classroom, but also it involves addressing social issues such as social stratification, school culture, and also socio-cultural diversity. One of the key goals of educational reform is to enhance social mobility among students. Social mobility refers to the movement of individuals from one social or economic position to another, often influenced by education, occupation, and also income. Education plays a crucial role in enabling students from disadvantaged backgrounds to improve their social and economic status. When students gain access to quality education and valuable skills, they are more likely to obtain better employment opportunities and achieve upward mobility in society, just like other kids. At the same time, the education system also aims to produce global citizens. Global citizens are individuals who possess global awareness, critical thinking skills, digital literacy, and the ability to interact respectfully with people from diverse cultural backgrounds. Therefore, in this presentation, I will evaluate how educational transformation in Malaysia impacts students' social mobility and contributes to the development of global citizens. In this discussion, I will focus on four main aspects. They are: first, social stratification in education. The next one is school culture in the digital era. Thirdly, social culture diverse in Malaysian school. And lastly, a critical evaluation of current educational changes and challenges. To begin with, let's start with social stratification in education. Firstly, let us discuss the concept of social stratification. As we all know that social stratification refers to the classification of society into different social groups based on factors such as income, education, level, occupation, and also social status. In Malaysia, society is commonly divided into three main socio-economic groups: B40, M40, and also T20. B40, which represents the bottom 40% of income earners, M40, which represent the middle 40%, and also T20, which represent the top 20% of income earners in Malaysia. Students from these different social groups often have different level of access to educational opportunities. For example, students from higher income families may have access to better learning resources such as private tutoring, digital devices, and international exposure. On the other hand, students from lower income families may have financial limitations that affect their ability to access the same opportunities. However, educational transformation has introduced several initiatives aimed at reducing these inequalities. One important development is the integration of digital learning platforms such as Digital Education Learning Initiative Malaysia, or we all know that DELIMA, and online tools like Google Classroom. This platform allows students to access learning materials, assignments, and digital resources online. Through cloud computing, learning is no longer restricted to the physical classroom. Students can now access educational resources anytime and anywhere. This development helps bridge the gap between students from different socio-economic backgrounds. For example, a student living in a rural area can now access the same digital materials and educational content as a student in an urban school. This help promotes educational equality and social mobility as students from disadvantaged backgrounds are given better opportunities to improve their academic performance and future career prospects. When students gain higher level of education and better job opportunities compared to their parents, this demonstrates intergenerational social mobility where one generation achieves a higher social status than the previous generation. Therefore, educational transformation plays an important role in reducing social inequality and promoting upward social mobility. Moving on, I will discuss about school culture. School culture refers to the values, beliefs, attitudes, and also practice that shape the learning environment within a school. A positive school where culture creates an environment where students feel comfortable, motivated, and supported in their learning process. According to educational research, school climate refers to a learning environment that is safe, peaceful, and conducive to effective teaching and learning. Traditionally, many schools follow a teacher-centered approach, where teachers deliver information while students mainly listen and memorize content. However, with the integration of digital technology and educational innovation, school culture is gradually shifting to a student-centered learning environment. Modern teaching approaches now emphasize active learning strategies such as project-based learning, blended learning, flipped classroom, gamification, and also technology integration. This method encourages students to participate actively in the learning process instead of passively receiving information. Several factors influence the development of a positive digital school culture. The first factor is school leadership. School administrators play an important role in encouraging innovation and supporting teachers in adopting new teaching approach. The second factor is teacher readiness. Teacher must be equipped with digital skills and professional training to effectively integrate technology into their teaching and learning. The third factor is students' digital literacy. Students need to possess basic technological skills in order to fully benefit from digital learning environment. When these factors work together, schools can create a creative and supportive learning culture that encourages collaboration, critical thinking, and also innovation. This type of learning environment helps prepare students to become global citizens who are capable of adapting to global challenges and also opportunities. The next one is socio-cultural diversity in education. The third aspect that influences educational transformation is socio-cultural diversity. Malaysia is a multicultural country with a diverse population consisting of different ethnic groups, language, religion, and also cultural tradition. School in Malaysia therefore serve as an important environment where students from different backgrounds learn and interact with one another. The diversity provides valuable opportunities for students to develop intercultural understanding and respect for others. However, it also requires teachers and schools to ensure that the learning environment is inclusive and supportive for all students. Educational transformation has introduced various digital tools and innovative teaching approaches that help promote inclusive education. For example, teachers can use multimedia resources such as videos, online discussion, and interactive learning platform to make lessons more engaging and accessible for students with different learning styles. Digital technology also allows teachers to provide personalized learning experience where students can learn at their own pace according to their abilities and needs. Furthermore, collaborative learning activities allow students from different cultural backgrounds to work together and on projects and problem-solving tasks. Through this interaction, students develop important skills such as communication, teamwork, empathy, and cultural awareness. These skills are essential for preparing students to function effectively in a globalized world. In addition, exposure to global information and international perspective through digital platform helps students understand global issues such as climate change, technological development, and also international cooperation. As a result, educational transformation not only promotes academic development but also helps students develop the mindset and values needed to become responsible global citizens. Although educational transformation has brought many benefits, it is also important to critically evaluate the challenges that still exist in our culture. One major issue is the digital divide. Digital divide refers to the gap between individuals who have access to digital technologies and those who do not. Students living in rural or remote areas may face difficulties due to limited internet connectivity or lack of digital devices. This inequality can limit their ability to participate fully in online learning. Another challenge is teacher preparedness. While digital technology offers many opportunities, teachers must be properly trained to integrate technology effectively into their teaching methods. Without, without sufficient training and support, technology may not be used to its fully potential in the classroom. In addition, socioeconomic differences among students may still influence their access to additional educational resources such as private tutoring or high-speed internet. Therefore, policymakers must continue to improve digital infrastructure, provide teacher training, and ensure equitable access to educational resources. Educational transformation should focus not only on advancement but also on ensuring that all students benefit equally from these changes. In conclusion, educational transformation in Malaysia has significantly influenced students' opportunity for social mobility and global participation. Through the integration of digital technologies, cloud computing, and innovative teaching approach, students now have greater access to knowledge and learning opportunities. This development help reduce social inequalities and provide students from different backgrounds with the opportunity to improve their socio-economic status. At the same time, educational transformation supports the development of global citizens who possess critical thinking skills, digital literacy, intercultural understanding, and also ethical values. However, challenges such as the digital divide, unequal access to technology, and teacher readiness must continue to be addressed in order to ensure that educational transformation benefits all students equally. Overall, education remains one of the most powerful tools empowering individuals and transforming society. By strengthening inclusive educational policies, and digital learning opportunities, Malaysia can continue to develop future generations who are capable of contributing positively to both national and global communities. That's all from my view. Thank you.